Egyptian cuisine is a rich and diverse food culture shaped by centuries of history, geography, cross-culture influences, located at the crossroads of Africa, the Middle East, and the Mediterranean. Egypt developed food culture that balances ancient history, regional diversity, food typically rich and flavor, with great flavor, with a heavy reliance on plant food, grains, and spices. Focus on simplicity, balance, and the use of fresh, locally sourced ingredients. Food is often a social activity in Egypt, with food in the central position in social gatherings, family life, and religious celebrations. Despite the regional variations, the country's food culture has a common love for the home cooked cuisine and traditional preparation methods.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you all and good morning. I am Abdullah Ibrahim Al Jawda and today I'm going to present one of the Egyptian most iconic and beloved traditional dish which is called Fool Mudammas. Now you will start to ask yourself, what is Fool Mudammas? Fool Mudammas is a made of fava beans. Those beans are cooked slowly until they become soft. Then we mix them with olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, and some spices like salt and cumin. The taste is very delicious and full of flavor. I can tell that because I have tried twice a time before, and it's very delicious and it's having a lot of flavor in it. So actually, full mudammas is usually eaten in breakfast, but people in Egypt enjoy it at any time of the day. Actually, any time in the day, like in the morning, afternoon, or even at night. It's often served with bread and sometimes with egg, tomato, or onion. The food is very special in Egypt, so for so many reasons, and one of these reasons that you can find it everywhere, in homes, in restaurant, or even in the street. Everyone eats food, no matter you are rich or poor. Everyone is eating food in Egypt because it's very cheap, healthy, and filling. No matter what is your background, food is a dish that brings people together. Food mdammas is also a big part of Egyptian culture. Many people there growing up eating food with their families. It reminds them of home and love. I hope guys one day you can try full mdammas and enjoy the taste of real Egyptian food. So thank you everyone for listening.
Hi everyone, today I want to tell you about a famous Egyptian dish called kushari. Kushari is the national dish of Egypt and it is super popular. People in Egypt love it and even the tourists enjoy it a lot. It is a mix of rice, lentils, pasta and chickpeas. Then they put crispy fried onions on top and add a tasty tomato garlic sauce. The combination of all these ingredients make it really flavor and filling. At first, kushari was influenced by Indian and Italian food, but now it is as a unique Egyptian comfort food. It's cheap, easy to find in the streets, and full of texture and taste. Kushari is more than just food, it shows the rich culture and diversity of Egyptians' cuisine. So if you ever visit Egypt, make sure to try kushari. It is delicious.
Hello everyone, I'm Ibrahim Asim Noor. I'm from Sudan. I'm studying civil engineering. I'm gonna talk about Malakia dish. Malakia is a traditional Egyptian stew made from finely chopped just leaves, cooked with garlic, coriander, and broth, usually chicken, rabbit, or beef. It has a unique, slightly viscous dis- texture, and a rich, savory flavor that make it's a beloved comfort food across Egypt, typically served with rice or bread and accompanied by meat. Malokia is a staple of home cooked meals and family gathering, rooted in Egypt's ancient culinary traditions.
My name is Hamad Akram. I am from Group 5. Today I will be presenting the timeline of three important dishes from Egyptian cuisine: full meat, kushari, and molokhia. These are not just meals, they tell you the story of Egypt's history, culture, and global influences across different eras. Ancient Egypt, before 1300 BC. We begin in ancient Egypt. Full meat was also already a common food made by slow cooking fava beans in clay pots. It was simple but filling. Molokhia also existed at this time, uh, using wild jute leaves found near the Nile. These dishes were based on local agriculture, especially from the fertile Nile region. Greco-Roman period, 1300 BC to 600 BC. In the Greco-Roman era, Mediterranean ingredients like olive oil and herbs were added in full and mulukhia. These outside influences made the dishes more flavorable. However, kushari didn't exist yet. It would appear much later. Islamic era, 1600th century to 1200th century. During the Islamic Golden Age, Arab traders brought in new spices. Full medames became a stable breakfast dish flavored with garlic, cumin, and lemon. Mulukhia also improved, especially with the invention of tasha, a fried garlic coriander mix added at the end of aroma and flavor. Ottoman rule, 1200th century to 1800th century. Under Ottoman rule, fool culture expanded. Fool became popular as street food. This period is when kushari began to form. Lentils and pasta were introduced, and people started combining them. Mulukhia was also enhanced with meat broths and richer spices thanks to Turkish and Levantine influence. British era, 1800th century to 1950th century. During the British colonialism period, kushari was fully developed as a dish. British soldiers brought lentils and Indian inspired food, while Italian immigrants introduced pasta. Egyptians mixed them with tomato sauce and crispy onions, and that became kushari. Full medames start being sold canned or made with tahini. Mulukhia became a festive meal served during family celebrations. Modern Egypt, 1950th century to today. In modern Egypt, these dishes have become national symbols. Fool is seen as the country's traditional breakfast. Kushari is sold in restaurants and food stalls across Egypt. Mulukhia is still a dish that brings families together, especially during holidays. These meals now reflect both tradition and modern life. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, doctor, and everyone. I'm Amru Muhammad from Group 5, and I will be taking the analysis and the conclusion. So, to summarize things up, the Egyptian cuisine in here we have three dishes, and they are full medamis, kushri, and molokhia. And full medamis isn't just food, it's a tradition that brings everyone together, rich or poor, young or old. There's always food on the table. It's flexible, affordable, and full of personality, whether eaten with eggs, tahini, or just a splash of olive oil. It all depends on your preferences, and they honestly all taste good. And the the all those different mixes taste better than the other. And those things just tell us one thing: simplicity doesn't mean boring. It just means comfort. And eating food in Egypt, it's mainly eaten in breakfast. Sometimes people would even have it for lunch, or sometimes people will have it as sandwiches for dinner as well. It just depends on preferences again. And food can be eaten in many ways. With sandwiches, you even can eat it with spoon, or can eat it with, like with bread. And here we move on to the next dish, which is kushari. Kushari, if I would describe kushari to you, I would describe it as a chaotic dish, but it is chaotic in the best way. I'll tell you why. Kushari, um, it's very hard to explain, but in a way, I will say it have a wild mix. It contains rice, pasta, lentils, chickpeas, tomato sauce, vinegar, crispy onions, and some other some other ingredients that depends on the preferences. And yet it works. How does all of those mixing all of those dishes together and yet and still works? Well, I'll tell you what. Just as food, kushari can be eaten in three different ways. It can be eaten with spoon, or it can be eaten as sandwiches. Some places in Egypt find it weird, but it tastes good. And the third way is just eating it with no spoon and no out of the plastic bag. That's the best way I could explain it. But again, they all taste better than the other. And uh, the thing is, the kushari, it's delicious, and it's one of Egyptians' symbol multicultural past. It includes Indian spices, Italian pasta, and other local ingredients, and it all blend into something totally Egyptian. The more you mix things up, and the more you find out about how it tastes and how things would go, that's the Egyptian way, I would say. And the best part, it's not even there yet. It fills you up, it's fast, and it's also a perfect a street food, and it's full of carb and character. And the kushari, again, as the food, it does not differ between being rich or poor or young or old. You will see everyone literally loves kushari and full midammis. And that will lead us to our next dish, which is mulukhiyya. And mulukhiyya isn't just green, garlicky stew made from jute leaves, but you know, some say it dates back to the time of the pharaohs. Some other know it that it's just their mom's best recipe. It's very good. And the mulukhiyya dish, it is served with rice and meat. And you can replace the meat with chicken and even rabbits or even pigeons. They all taste good. Again, each mix tastes better than the other. And they all just taste wonderful. I can't even explain it to you. Even when you taste it, you will know how good it tastes. You will need more than just one plate for you. That's in my opinion as an Egyptian. And as an advice, you should try those three dishes: mulukhiyya, kushari, and full midammis. And the mulukhiyya, it is rich in nutrients and stories. Even families has their own take, and that makes it special. Eating mulukhiyya with your family around the table, you all have different stories about how good the dish is, how and each and here's the thing: each house makes it taste different. You will find the mom's dish good, the wife's dish good, but the mom's dish always comes first. But the grandma's dish comes top. No one can compete with that. All Egyptians agree. So, what does these dishes have in common? They're all affordable, flexible, and loaded in with meanings. Egyptian food isn't just about what's on the plate. It's about where it came from, who made it, and the moments shared around it. And again, if you have the chance to try these dishes, it's just take that opportunity and take the first dish that comes to your mind. ملوخية, فول مدمس, or even kushari. And here we comes to our conclusion. Food in Egypt is alive. It changes, adapts, and grows, but it never forgets where it came from. Fool, kushari, and molokhia, these dishes tell stories of the past and carry them into the present and the future. They're not just recipes, they're all living traditions. And that's the real flavor of Egypt. I hope you enjoy our presentation. And that's it for our presentation. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening, and hope you're hungry as well, because these dishes will definitely make you hungry. I think I should go and eat. So thank you, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.